Nigeria generates 532.6 billion naira company income tax in the first quarter of 2022. African Development Bank AFDB says Africa needs $432 billion to fully recover from the effects of COVID-19. Leaders at World Economic Forum holding in Davos warn of growing global food crisis caused by Ukraine war. And the Central Bank of Nigeria debunks sack of Governor Msme. This is Business Express on a network service of the Nigerian Television Authority, the NTA, and we're reaching you from Abuja, the nation's capital. I am Leah Kating Babatunde, welcoming you to this very beautiful morning edition. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says online media reports purporting the sacking of the bank's governor, Godwin Emefiele, is not true. Officials who spoke to the Nigerian Television Authority said the CBN governor has not been sacked, nor has he tendered a resignation. Emefiele is currently out of the country on official assignment at the World Economic Forum holding in Davos. And the African Development Bank AFDB on Wednesday predicted slow economic growth for Africa in 2022. The AFDB president, Akinwumi Adesina, who disclosed these at the bank's annual general meeting in Abuja, Ivory Coast, said Nigeria and other countries in Africa would need at least $432 billion to fully recover from the effects of the pandemic. On the outlook of Africa's economy, he said while the real GDP rebounded strongly in 2021, growing by 6.9% in comparison to this year's outcome, he said the continent would record slow growth of 4.1% in 2022. He listed the crippling effects of the pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine conflict as reasons for the slow economic growth. So we pause to take a trip to the global commodities market. Data shows that insurance penetration in Nigeria has covered 2% of Nigerian adults and maintained growth of 0.88% in the year 2021. The COVID-19 pandemic brought the rapid unrolling of digital technology in all sectors of the economy, including the insurance sector. Our focus on Business Express today is digital technology and the insurance industry, and our guest is Abiodun Aribike, Deputy Director, Information Technology, Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, NICOM. It's good to have you on the program this morning, Mr. Abiodun.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and God bless you.
Bless you too. So just last week, a week from now, we had the Minister of Finance launch a portal for insurance, and we're interested in knowing what that means, firstly, to the sector, and secondly, to the Nigerian economy.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Good morning. What that means basically is that NICOM wants to leverage on technology and data to drive its regulatory functions, and so as to increase efficiency of its operation and to automate its business processes. And that's basically what NICOM is trying to do through the portal.
Okay, so when we say automate business processes, how many players in the industry are actively, or is it carrying everyone along? And if it is carrying everyone along, for me as someone who is a member of the public, what does that mean to me?
Oh, okay. Well, when we say automating the processes, and from your question, what it means is that we have a single point of contact with all our stakeholders. So on the portal, every insurance consumer, every insurance customer, insurance agents, brokers, and companies have an access to the portal, and they can do something there. For an insurance consumer, that means if you purchase an insurance, you can confirm the genuinity or the genuineness of the insurance you purchase, the policy on the portal. So with that, we can bring to the barest minimum the incidences of fake insurance in the country. So once you purchase an insurance policy, now you can confirm from the portal to be sure of the genuineness.
Okay, third-party insurance now, how do we view this on the portal? Do you have that provision?
Yes, we have that provision. The portal address is portal.nicom.gov.ng. Once you put that in, there is a place for verify insurance. You just put the code on your policy on it, and it verifies it to tell you if it's genuine, if it's active, and the duration and left on it. So, and that is what it does for you for third party and for every other insurance that anybody has in the country.
Okay, so do we have data on how much this portal is saving Nigeria?
We have data for all the policies sold in the country. What the portal does is to uniquely identify every insurance sold in the country. So the data for every insurance sold in the country is on the portal, no matter what kind of insurance, what class is it, and what kind of product it is. All the data are on the portal. So at every point in time, we could, to the second, be able to tell you the number of insurance that is sold in the country and the value of that of the insurance.
Okay, so do you have any interaction with other agencies?
Okay, what we're trying to do is to integrate it with other agencies. As I'm speaking now, we've already started discussing with the vehicle registry, and we are integrating it with the vehicle registry already. And processes are in place to integrate with the Federal Road Safety, with NIN and all those. Those processes are already ongoing.
Okay, then do you have any cross-border relationship?
For that, no, not now, not presently.
Okay, but do we have plans for that?
Yeah, the data is available. All what we need is through APIs to connect to any database in the world, as long as it adds value to the insurance industry. That can be done quickly.
Okay, yeah. So still looking at data issues, of course, and there's the whole sector as it is. Moving insurance to the digital platform, was it an easy ride?
Well, it's not an easy ride, but we know it wasn't going to be easy. So from the beginning, we've had a change management plan in place to move this, and so that's one of the reasons why it has taken a long time for us to get here, to carry everybody around. It has not been easy, but we thank God for how far we have gone, and we know one of the challenges we have as an industry is data. For many people ask for data, and we don't have that available. So what we are trying to do is to build capacity in that area and have statistical data available for anybody that needs it for decision making all over the world. So that has started, and by the time we get into the end of the year, we should have a lot of data on the portal.
Okay, do you have any sort of relationship with the Bureau of Statistics in making this data available?
Yes, we have a relationship. There are quarterly data that we give the Bureau of Statistics, that is the Department of NICOM, give Bureau of Statistics, and the portal will also aid that kind of relationship.
Okay, so if today I'm deciding, okay, I want to insure ABC items that I bought, for instance. Do I need to have it on the portal through my insurance broker or through NICOM?
Oh, okay. The portal is an aggregation of the data for the industry. It's not the means of selling insurance. What happens is that if you want to buy an insurance, you go through your broker or you go through an agent, you go directly to an insurance company, which the company now onboards you to their system. And when they onboard you to their system, the system now sends the data of your policy to the portal. And then the portal now issues a unique identifier that uniquely identifies your policy in the country. And that identifier is there for the whole duration of the lifespan of our policy. So you go through an insurance company to purchase, but as you purchase your policy, the data is sent on the online real time to the portal. The portal now issues a unique identifier, and that unique identifier is given to you by the insurance company in addition to their own policy number that they give you.
I'm asking this question, the one I just asked now, simply because I'm certain that people will be wondering if it is foolproof, and if it's not, what are the mechanisms in place to address infractions?
Oh, okay. When you talk about foolproof, is it in terms of IT security?
Yes.
Or okay, I reasonably to the large extent it is foolproof. Remember, we've been using this for the past 1 year, over a year now, and we've not had any incidents up to now. It is foolproof appreciably, to the best of our knowledge.
Okay, so what do you have mechanisms to ensure that infractions are tamed?
Infractions on security?
Yes,
we have backups for that, and I'm not sure I want to talk about the security issues online about what we are doing.
Okay, all right. Msm Sally, thank you for coming on the program this morning, and wish you all the best.
Thank you for having me.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, so moving on, the 28th World Gas Conference is ongoing in Daegu, Korea. Group Managing Director of the NNPC, Melik Ari, is at the head of Nigeria's delegation to that conference.
We are here at the Nigerian Pavilion. We are grateful we are here. Our country is a great gas producer, and not just that, we are only one of the highest gas reserves in the world. And of course, this is a perfect opportunity for our country to drive value from our enormous resources. We are here in a great team, the NNPC, the NLNG, and very many other stakeholders involved in the value chain that are here. Our contracting community, our business partners, and everybody is here to see how we can take advantage of this opportunity. And we're happy to have all of them, and we're happy our ambassador is here to receive all of us. And of course, ultimately, Nigeria will drive value from the enormous gas resources that we have, and we're happy we're here and we'll present this country. I will be at the plenaries to speak about our gas resources, to speak about what advantage we can take as a country, and ultimately to bring in prosperity to our country.
Thank you very much, JMD, and thank you very much, the whole delegation. I am very happy to see you here. You are making me proud as a Nigerian representative here. You make Nigeria proud, and as GMD mentioned, we're really happy to see Nigeria becoming a major player in the global gas community. I pray that we'll derive the best of value out of this conference to make our country.
We'll take a short break now, and we will be right back.
The National Msme Awards is here again. The Secretariat of the National Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Msme Clinics, in collaboration with its partners, is calling for nominations from eligible Nigerians in the MSME space to benefit from the 5th National Msme Awards, scheduled for June 2022. 10 brand new cars will be given to 10 outstanding MSMEs across various categories in recognition of their excellence, hard work, and innovation during the year under review. Entries will close on June 12, 2022. For further information, interested applicants can visit the website www.msmeclinics.gov.ng or call 090-279-33330 or 080-833-33189. Mr. Tola Adekunle Johnson, Special Assistant to the President on MSME, announcer.
More than 4,014 mineral title holders have been identified by the Ministry of Mines and Steel Development, and failure to meet up the necessary requirements will lead to revocation of such titles. Director General of the Mining Cadastre Office, Simon Nkom, stated this at the press briefing in Abuja.
We have published over 4,000 mineral title holders that are defaulting. What is the essence? We talk of use it or lose it, because we don't want you to collect a license, depriving other investors to come to take advantage of that area, and you put it inside your drawer. For years, people come, they are not using it. You can even decide you are paying the statutory fees, the obligations, but that is not enough. Not working itself is equally contravenes the provisions of the Act. We equally tell you, why are you dormant? So we give you 30 days to answer that. So dormant activities, non-payment, such things you can get a revocation for that.
In line with the federal government policy of the ease of doing business, 6 zonal offices of the agency have been created, while applications for mineral titles are now done online.
We go for conferences, people will ask these questions. Does it mean now that I must come to Nigeria to submit an application? Must I come to Nigeria to be able to now make inquiry or look at your system? So that is the essence. In collaboration with the World Bank, we've been able to now migrate the system to online, automated, and real-time.
Nigerian business community is strengthening partnership with Israel to revive the implementation of trade deals signed between the two countries for mutual benefits. This was made known at the instance of the new Israeli ambassador to Nigeria, Michael Freeman. The Nigeria-Israeli Business Forum pledged to work together in the areas of improving standards of Nigerian goods, technology and innovation, as well as agriculture and education.
What Israel can do in our business, I don't need to tell you, you know. But like I will always say, enabling environment is what an average Nigeria is looking at wherever he's doing what.
Water, you can use less land, you can use less fertilizer in order to produce greater crops. If we know that the cost of fertilizer and the cost of these things are rising, we know that food scarcity is going to start to be a problem.
Trading advanced this Wednesday for the first time this week on the Nigerian equities market, as the NGX All Share Index appreciated by 1.24% to close at 52,591.41 points. Market capitalization increased to 28.352 trillion naira. Investors exchanged 382.4 million shares valued at 4.233 billion naira in 5,922 deals. How are global shares performing after the Federal Reserve's early May meeting showed hints of future rate hikes? Here is an update. It's the last day of the World Economic Forum this Thursday, bringing to an end an event that sees global business and political leaders come together to discuss the world's most pressing problems, with the war in Ukraine topping the agenda. European stocks were muted on Thursday as markets digested the latest signals from the U.S. Federal Reserve regarding rate hikes. Shares in Asia struggled for direction on Thursday trade. Mainland Chinese stocks recovered from earlier losses as the Shanghai Composite rose 0.5%, while the Hong Kong Hang Seng Index and the Nikkei are low. U.S. stock futures were mixed in overnight trade as investors digested unacceptable updates from the U.S.
U.S. Federal Reserve rate hikes. Stock futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 12 points. Those for the S&P 500 slipped, and the Nasdaq futures also shed 0.2%. For Africa, South Africa's JSE Africa Top 40 opened positive. Namibia's overall index was negative, while others are yet to post figures. Boss said Ebo, Business Express.
We take another break and return shortly. The dollar edged higher in early trade Thursday, with some investors cashing after minutes of a U.S. Federal Reserve policy meeting showed that the central bank was likely to stay the course in interest rate hikes. Let's take a look at the currency market. Next is our very special segment, Surviving COVID-19.
Surviving COVID-19 series is brought to you in partnership with the Central Bank of Nigeria.
In the 5 years of BMCAF that I've been in business, one of the things I've seen is that there've been so much from government on ease of doing business. They've been trying to make entrepreneurs not to crumble. Because I think this government believes that the entrepreneurs are the future of this country generally. And so if they've put so much effort, and when I say they've put so much effort, I mean from the admin loan, I mean from the survival fund, I'm talking of from the COVID-19 loan, I'm talking from the several grants. I'm talking from several grants that I see Lagos State give grants, I see other states come up with grants. Recently I've seen FCT also doing the same thing from Abuja Enterprise Agency. So I've seen the government trying to put so much effort on SM entrepreneurs, SMEs particularly. And I must say the truth, because I want to believe they're putting in so much effort because they believe that entrepreneurs are the future of the country. And food processing actually is what's going to lift this country from wherever we are now to a better position. Because I must confess to you, let's leave politics aside. I am telling you as a brother, as someone that don't know anybody in the government, but people hardly believe me, that I personally, whatever I have benefited has been through filling my forms online, through following the due process and getting selected duly. I want to believe that if every government comes in and keep pushing this way, we will not just celebrate democracy at 23, we will celebrate the best process of democracy so far, because entrepreneurs that have benefited will genuinely tell you the truth that it has grown their business from whatever they had before to be a better position.
Surviving COVID-19 series is brought to you in partnership with the Central Bank.
And this is where we end this episode of the program. Don't forget, you can access all previous episodes, including this one, on YouTube on the NTA's channel. We value your feedback. Do join us again on Friday at 3 p.m. for another package. My name is Leah Katung-Babatunde, signing out on behalf of everyone behind the scene and saying, God bless Nigeria.